Interest rates have obviously been rising. Bond yields have now reached their 16-year highs, and now even the US credit rating got downgraded. So, all of this just means that the interest rate uncertainty in our market is still around, and it's very hard to know for sure when interest rates will stabilize again. Now, rising interest rates impact both homeowners and renters, but perhaps in the short term, it's slightly better for existing renters if they do have rent controls in place. And also, because of the same reason, if investors can't track market rents, the reality is that the higher interest rate risk these days does make it less worth it to get into the real estate market in the short term. And that's why investors are still interested in investing in real estate, but they aren't jumping into the market as quickly as before. Now, here's the thing. Our investors are still buying today because one, there are much better deals today because there's less buying competition out there. And two, they're likely looking for opportunities that can track market rents. So, what's the most popular investment strategy in Toronto these days? Well, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. In May of this year, Toronto approved more lenient new housing rules. So now almost every house in the city can have up to 4 units in the main house, plus a laneway or garden suite in the backyard. So that's a total of 5 units per property. This really makes Toronto stand out from an investment standpoint, since other municipalities in Ontario might only allow for 3 units in total. So now let's look at investing in multiplex conversions in Toronto as a strategy. Now, for starters, you will get higher rent yields this way with more units in a home. And on top of this, rents in Toronto have also been going up much quicker compared to other cities because more people are returning to the city and more new people moving here are also preferring to move to the core. Both of these factors do make Toronto be able to handle higher interest rates better. But perhaps just as important is the fact that by creating new units, these units now won't be subject to rent controls anymore. So what this means is that the investment will be able to track market rents better in the long run too, and that's ultimately the big factor that will reduce your interest rate risk as a real estate investor. And if you're looking for the best bargains in today's market, what you'll find is that they're typically in the higher priced markets these days. The fact is, lower priced properties will always have more buying competition since more people do qualify for them. And lately, more and more people are capped at lower purchase prices, especially under the $1.3 million mark. So what this means is that if you can qualify for more than that, which would typically mean rental areas closer to downtown Toronto, it's a lot more likely to get better deals in this space. So here's an example of a recent purchase that was bought last month. Now, it's currently a single-family home downtown, and it was sitting on the market for many, many weeks because not many people could qualify for a $1.5 million purchase, which realistically is market price. Well, it ended up being sold for $1.4 million. So right off the bat, you got a $100,000 discount off of the market. Now, you'd also have to put in an extra $200,000 to convert it into a fourplex. So this is why the buyer pool is so thin for this house. The good news is that you do end up getting really good rents, over $11,000 per month in this house. So after operating expenses, and assuming you do borrow 80% of the money to buy it at 6% interest rates, then you'd still be cash flowing positive over $3,200 per month. Now, just for reference, the fourplex conversion does give you a giant rent bump. If you were to rent this home as a single family home, you'd probably still only get around $6,500 per month for the entire house. So that's half of what you would get with a fourplex. Now, we can also take a look to see how the numbers look like for a similar deal if you bought it in January of 2022 last year. Market prices were at least 10% higher than they are today. And if you are looking at Zumper, rents have also gone up 30% as well. And so, even though borrowing rates were substantially lower at 1.75%, then the combination of cheaper prices now and much higher rents end up being able to balance out the interest rate risk that we have experienced and ends up giving you very good cash flows and probably even better cash flows. And so buying today could potentially be an even better investment as long as you can continue to track market rents, which is now possible with the new units. Here's the thing. Making good real estate decisions in today's market is still totally doable, but here's what you need. First of all, you do need to qualify for a big enough purchase to buy a house and not a condo. Unfortunately, that's the only way for the numbers to make sense with higher rates, and you have to be able to convert a house into a multi-unit house for the numbers to work. And the higher the price, the better the deal these days, because the tougher mortgage qualifications do make many buyers drop out at higher purchase prices. Secondly, you will want to create new units in the house. This way, you'll get better rent yields and you'll be able to track market rents better in the long run too. And third of all, you'll need the know-how to spot what makes a good conversion, whether it is a great deal to begin with, and then get through a multiplex conversion on time and on budget. Now, the first two is definitely on you to check off, but once you get to number 3, we've got your back when it comes to the know-how part. We're not your average real estate sales brokerage. We're all about helping investors kickstart and expand their real estate portfolios through freehold real estate investing in Toronto. We're also real estate investors ourselves, and we've more than likely been through the projects that you want to take on, and that's how we can truly help you navigate through all of this. So if you want to learn more about these opportunities, just reach out to our team by heading to this link right here to book a Zoom discovery call with us. If you enjoyed this video, show us your support by giving this video a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button to keep up with our content. Our channel is all about real estate investing in Toronto, covering everything from market trends to housing policies to interest rates to best investing strategies. We're here to make your real estate investing journey easier for you, and so our team offers services like planning, analysis, buying and selling, renovating, finding tenants, and even property management. If you want to learn more, just check us out on our website or find us on social media. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.